What's going on, everybody? My name is Zach Hartley and welcome back to another weekly watch list video. To start this one off, I'm going to open up my portfolio and show you my positions. Then we are going to dive into the indices and talk about the market conditions. And then I'm going to share with you the stocks that I am trading or that are on my watch list right now. So without any further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so here are my open swing trades right now. I've got Coursera and Udemy. I also hold some options in Udemy. And then I have Datadog, Marathon Digital Options, and Tesla. Coursera and Udemy are two online learning platforms that I like a lot. Coursera just had a massive day yesterday after earnings, and I'm expecting the same thing from Udemy this week, but we will dive into that in just a few minutes. Datadog is a technology company. Tesla, I'm sure you've heard of, and Marathon Digital is a Bitcoin mining company. So lots on the go there, but let's dive into the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, and the Dow Jones. When we look at the NASDAQ and the S&P 500, it's really nice because we've broken out of one clear level of resistance and we are moving higher towards the next level. When we look at the S&P 500, exact same thing here. And then when we look at the Dow Jones, we have just recently broken through a very key level of resistance. And again, we are starting to move higher. All three of our indices right now are moving higher. They're going in the bullish direction and they're setting consecutively higher lows, which is very nice to see. When it comes to Bitcoin over the last few weeks, we've been going in the bearish direction. We are basically just sitting on our short-term moving average of 50 days right now. And so it's going to be very interesting to see if this holds up or if we drop below 29,000. If we drop below, it is going to take another catalyst to bring us back up. But we are starting to see some very positive indications here from the MACD. We're still sitting on that moving average, which is nice. It could be holding up as a little bit of support right now, but it's really just going to depend on what happens to start next week. Now, earnings. This is a big week for earnings. We got some of the biggest companies in the world reporting this week as well as last week. We've got Amazon and Apple both reporting on Thursday after the close. We got Shopify and PayPal on Wednesday after the close. We got Uber, we got AMD on Tuesday, and Starbucks, and we got SoFi on Monday. And so we have got a lot of companies that are going to be reporting earnings this weekend, or this week, sorry, and Udemy is going to be coming out with earnings on Thursday. Now, market conditions, lots on the go right now. Last week, the US raised their interest rate by 0.25% to 5.25%. That is the highest it has been in 22 years, so something to seriously watch for. US employment data comes out on Friday of this week coming up. That'll be very nice to see. CPI data also comes out soon, and then Heartland Tri-State Bank has just failed on Friday. The 3 days ago, as you're probably watching this video, the bank has failed. Another bank has gone under. There isn't a whole lot of information about why they have failed, but it happened again. And so this regional bank collapse is something that you may want to keep an eye on, and it may not be over yet. AI continues to be the hot trend and the hot topic of the market, and we are in earnings week this week. And at the end of the video, I'm going to try and tell you what I think is going to be the next hot topic and the next hot trend. But first of all, let's dive into Coursera. I've been holding this position for a while, and on Friday it gapped up by about 22%. It did extremely well, good earnings. The company is showing some great signs of a change in trend here. We got solid support at $10. We've bounced off $10 and we're gapping up. Very nice to see. I like Udemy as well because Udemy is a very similar business model and they are reporting their earnings this week. If they have a similar type of beat on their earnings, I think this stock is going to do extremely well. So I'm very bullish on Coursera and Udemy over the long term. Another company that I've been talking about recently is Alibaba. I have said Alibaba's got some crazy support here at $80. We're starting to break out of this descending triangle right here, and now we're starting to break through previous resistance. This is like literally the checklist of what you are looking for when you enter a stock. Alibaba is looking very appealing to me right now. Another Chinese company that is also looking appealing is NIO Inc. This is basically an electric vehicle manufacturing company that is focused on China and based in China. And they have the backing of the Chinese government. The Chinese government is an investor in the company. I think they're going to do extremely well. I think they had a major run up. They came back down to $7, which was probably a reasonable valuation. And they're up over 100% in just the last few months. And I'm not sure if that's going to stop. I think there is more room to run here, especially with what's happening in the markets these days. Next one here is LegalZoom. I actually took a trade on LegalZoom, rode it up to 13.50 here, and then sold out on the way back down. I did not let it retest long enough. It broke through just slightly on my support line here, and my position exited, but I should have stayed into it because now it is running up higher to $15. This is another stock that I still think has lots of room to run and could do extremely well over the next little while. Now, the last company I want to point out to you here is in the quantum computing space. This is what I think is going to be the next trend and the next hot topic. Like 6 or 8 months ago, I made videos on every single company that was publicly traded in this space. And at the time, those videos did terrible. There was no attention. All of the stocks were falling, and there wasn't really anything happening. But if you look at the space over the last 6 months, the volume is increasing, the shares are increasing, the media attention is increasing, and I think this is starting to gather some steam. One of the companies that I like is IonQ. There are 4 other companies that I've made videos about in the quantum computing space though, so definitely check out my channel if you want to see some of the others. Now, that's it for this video. If you want to learn more about the stock market and how to invest and actually get started swing trading like this, definitely consider checking out my totally free course. It's hosted on Skillshare. I'm not going to give you the full speech, but the link is down below if you want to check it out with the 14,000 other people that have already gone through the course. Thank you guys so much for watching though. I sincerely appreciate it, and we will see you in the next one. Good luck trading, good luck investing, and we'll talk to you soon.